don't think I've ever liked a boy. Actually, when I really think of it.
Oh, Nick looks so
Sorry,
proud.
that really makes no sense.
Oh no, and the title. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you were new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 3, Episode 8 of Heartstopper, the finale, Apart. I said I wasn't going to do it today. I said I was going to do it tomorrow, but here I am. I have had it on my mind. I can't not watch it. I really want to know what happens, how this ends. I am sad that it is ending, but we did take our time with it. We took a nice amount of time, and I'm just excited to go on the end of this Season 3 journey and to be able to talk to all of you about it and what you think. So let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see, comment below, let me know why, subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun links here, ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month, it's only $1.25 a week. It is all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition, more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions or at JessieDobbie for Twitter. Link is in the description below for the Redbubble and TeePublic pages, where you can find awesome merch that my brother Ray has created for the different reactions that Jay and I do. And as always, all of these will be fully unedited over on Patreon, as are Seasons 1 and 2. They're edited on YouTube, so go check them out. I'm wearing my Halerska hoodie. I think I'm going to get a sweatshirt of "Don't let anybody make you disappear," which is a quote from Mr. Ajayi in Season 1, if I'm not mistaken. That's over on Ray's page. But yeah, Halerska for young royals, the identical replica sweatshirt that they wear in the series. I felt it was appropriate, so go check it out. But without further ado, this is Season 3, Episode 8, the finale of Heartstopper, Together. No, apart. I don't want it to end.
Why,
Nick.
Why I like this one?
No,
It's just a
no,
simple
stop it.
Come on.
You don't mind that I kept my shirt on, do you?
I loved every second of what just happened.
I feel like we're gonna have to practice a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to our beautiful couple.
I'm gonna look at your internet history.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Charlie.
Yes,
Charlie,
I am.
seriously, don't do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, college.
All your top choices are close by, right? And you're definitely getting. So.
It wasn't necessarily a supportive, I will be happy with wherever you choose. I'm sure that made Nick feel like, okay, so I have to choose a college that's close to home now.
Is that your mum?
Don't think, just get
yeah,
dressed.
Probably.
Nick, what the
Where are my jeans? Where are they? Why are you laughing this way?
Nicholas! Oh my god, I'm a panicker. I would have flew out of that bed.
I love you.
I love you.
I don't like that title. I need a pair of those bunny slippers.
Hi. I'm sorry I snapped. I'm always going to worry about you, Charlie. I can't help it. I'm your mum. I would feel much less worried about you if you waited a few more weeks, just till your GCSEs are over. Can that be our compromise?
Compromise.
Thank you, Charlie.
All about compromising. What was I saying in the last episode? Oh, that's sweet. They had a conversation. They understood each other. They came to a compromise.
It happened, didn't it?
The problem is that now their relationship is hitting an ultra high, and it's gonna
Is that your mum?
be interrupted. I was gonna say about college,
Imogen, are you
but
sure you've got enough stuff?
Our band starts at 4 p.m.
I'll be there. Don't worry.
What did you like about Ken? That's your top choice, isn't it?
Yeah. Close to Charlie.
What about when Charlie goes to uni the next year?
Yeah, if he leaves, then you'll still be apart.
Yeah, that's
didn't
true.
think that far ahead.
Girls and boys sharing a room.
Yeah, it's a bit silly though, isn't it? I mean, girls and boys can just be friends.
Yeah.
One of my
Yeah.
best friends is a boy.
Oh, it'll sound bad if I say
Oh,
it.
right. Well, now you have to say it, surely.
I think this is fun. I like this
I'm not
conversation.
sure I did like you. I liked having attention from boys. Made me feel important.
Work this out. Good. Keep
When I
going.
was doing life right. I don't think I've ever liked a boy. Actually, when I really think of it.
Oh, Nick looks so
Sorry, that
proud.
really makes no sense.
He's like, yeah, no, keep going. You're figuring it out. Total opposite of the conversation that I thought Imogen needed. That was even better, though.
I think I kind of hate it.
God, I love that shirt.
Yeah.
See, college
it
may
then.
not be Tara's thing.
I don't want Oxford.
Entertained.
Travis Fast.
Nicholas does everything right now.
You don't have to.
No, he absolutely does.
That like head jerk. I would love to see Imogen's actor in another role because she plays Imogen so good.
Was that okay? I feel like I messed up the chorus bit.
That was great.
Studio tour with me, Taosu. Drum for drumming.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
You'll be fine, Charlie.
I just don't think I tell you enough how important you are to me.
It's an important thing to say to your friends.
What's this song even about, Sahar?
That's personal.
I thought it was about Imogen.
You don't need to keep talking about us.
Definitely about Imogen.
Ha!
Okay, it's about her, but that's not the point.
At least she admitted it. Oh, we don't get to hear it? Please tell me we get to hear it.
What are you thinking of studying?
Got a big
Maybe
smile on
sports
that one.
science or psychology. Haven't really decided yet.
He likes to
Great.
Well, I think he's loving it.
My partner's actually on one of the teams. Josh!
He feels at home here.
Maybe we could make our sessions once every other week rather than weekly. I've been feeling okay.
You shouldn't feel that any wobbly moments you have are a failure. They're just normal.
Even though I love Nick, I need other people.
That's very important.
A therapist. And that doesn't mean our relationship isn't strong.
Write that down and read it back to you when you're feeling crap.
Oh God, how far is it? Oh. Not terrible, could be worse, but it is far enough to where you wouldn't have the time to keep constantly visiting. My friend moved away and she was 2.5 hours away and I cried when she left.
You really like Leeds?
Oh, Nick, you're a bit of a people pleaser.
Ow.
No, he needs to hear this.
Kind of does.
You're always putting everyone else's feelings above your own.
Charlie will support you. And he just wants you to be happy.
I don't know who I am without him.
Maybe it's time to find out.
What a wonderful way to put that. Like, it's okay that you don't. There's time for that.
I'm ready.
Oh.
Charles,
Hey, Michael.
she's avoiding me.
Oh, why?
What does boyfriend and girlfriend mean anyway? They're just words we made up to label common experiences in relationships. They shouldn't matter. If she doesn't want to label it, I literally don't care. I just figured we should have a conversation
Yeah,
about it, but
Michael. I'm with you.
Want me to go and find her?
Yes, please. I love that he felt confident enough to go into the friend group where Charlie was. I mean, that's how important Tori is to him.
Where are we going?
Oh my God, this is so cute. I love this.
So you don't want to be Michael's girlfriend?
Love Simon vibes.
What does girlfriend even mean? I don't ever feel anything.
You feel so much. Just trapped inside.
You have so much love to give. You don't have to give it all to me.
Aw.
Well, I wanted to.
Yeah, I'll
She's
still
afraid
have bad
to
days.
focus on herself or let anybody in.
I'm
She
okay.
wants to just focus on Charlie. Oh no. Can we delay this a little bit? Can we go on at 5 instead? Charlie, you can do this.
I'm going at the speed limit.
Imogen, why do you want to get there so badly?
We're intentions.
Yeah, look at your friends, centering on the music. Did it! Seeing Nick in the crowd wasn't like a sigh of relief and confidence. It was like, oh, and you're here. That's great.
You did it! You're amazing!
You look so good right now.
He's fine.
I know.
And we've got a free house.
Woo! Yeah! I'm already starting to cry. Oh my God.
School in Europe. Like Paris.
That's so cool. I need to find a job though, because my mum's not going to pay for international travel.
They've come so far.
Where are you going?
Bye.
Are they dating or? I'm not really sure. Take mine off.
I love you. And you are so hot. There's a million little reasons.
I love forehead kisses.
I'd run out of it.
No! No! Oh, man. I knew that it said 8 minutes when I checked, and, like, obviously there's always at least, like, 3 or 4 minutes of credits, but, like, I feel like that came on too soon still. All right, there you have it. Episode 3, the finale. Oh, no. Oh my god, I can't talk. All right, there you have it. The finale for season 3, episode 8, Apart. So lovely. I loved it. I thought it was a perfect finale for this season. Just the roller coaster of emotions and the chaos and the lessons learned and the growth and everything to just be wrapped up and ended with this sweet little fair that we have here. All the friends having fun while we're all together for what very may well be one of the last times. About to figure out where they're going to go, where their paths are going to take them. I just think that everything that they left open-ended was perfect, and everything that they are starting to find some closure in was fantastic. We open up where we last left off in the last episode, and they're having a conversation of, well, does that count? Like, if we just touch, does that count as sex? And Nick says, you know, I think it, or Charlie, I think actually says, I think it counts. Like, you know, I think whatever we do together, whatever experience that you experience with each other, whatever it is your business, and that's love. And that's what makes, you know, a happy relationship smooth and going into the next chapter there. And, you know, if you're not ready for anything, you say that you're not ready for that thing, and you take it step by step. You don't have to do what you think you're supposed to do in a relationship after a certain amount of time. There is no supposed to. There is no schedule of events. There's just whatever you feel comfortable doing and you want to do. I love that we had a healthy conversation afterwards about like what happened and where our intentions were and how we felt. The whole Tori boyfriend thing is really interesting because clearly Michael likes Tori, and clearly I think Tori likes Michael, but we know that Tori is very closed off with her emotions. I mean, she literally says to Charlie, I don't feel. And he says, yes, you do. It's just buried deep down in there. You have to bring it out. And you can see her kind of like smirk a little. Like, yeah, that is what it is. I think that Tori is so used to telling herself that she doesn't feel because she's terrified to feel. I think that she just exhausts all of her energy and love onto Charlie, but I also think that that was a deflection for other things. Now, that's also just an observation. I found it very interesting that we had Isaac say, are they dating? And Charlie said, I don't know what they are. And it kind of zoomed in a little bit on him. Now, I don't know if they're trying to signal that Tori's asexual and Isaac may be picking up on it, or if that was kind of like an inspiration to Isaac, where it's like, there's no label. I don't know what it is. They're just happy together. You know, even Michael coming down and doing his ramble that I love oh so much, coming down into the friend group and being like, you know, I just figured we should have a conversation about it. We don't even have to have a label. I mean, what the heck is a label anyway? It's just words that we made up and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, why do we have to put something on it? Are you happy? Are you happy? Okay, like, let's just see what happens and see where it goes. Maybe that was giving, you know, Isaac a little idea of maybe I could have a relationship. I feel like Isaac's at the point right now where he's like, I that's not a thing. I don't think I can be in love because I don't find people and sex attractive, or like, you know, there's so many ifs and buts about it where it's like, I think that Isaac has the idea of if I don't want to have sex with somebody, then there's no way that there could be a relationship. If I'm turned off by kissing somebody, or if I don't have the desire to even kiss somebody, then how will a relationship ever work? So when he hears Tori and Michael doing their thing, not having a label on it, he's like, oh, so maybe there are people out there that are like me that might be into it. Maybe it is possible to have a relationship without sticking labels onto it. Two different observations. I'm not sure which one is correct. Again, I have not read the books, so don't be like, it's this. But conversations about it and opinions about it are welcome. But I love Michael. I can't get over how much I love Michael. And I just love his characteristics of like how he acts and how he talks. And he clearly cares a lot about Tori. Tori is very happy around him all the time. I love it. So I can't wait to see more of them. I would be very thrilled if we got a freaking Solitaire spinoff. That would be amazing. But if not, I can't wait to see what they bring for those characters in season 4, which we are getting and manifesting. Mom says, I'm sorry. I love how Dad peps her up for this talk. You can do it. You can have this conversation. And Charlie sits down and she says, I am sorry. And it's exactly what I was saying in the last episode, where you have to have a compromise of some sort. So to just say no and end of conversation, if you don't give any explanation to how you're feeling or why you're saying that, the other person is just going to make up their own opinions about it instead of you actually explaining yourself. So you have to say why. You have to have a conversation. And she says, I think I think the world of Nick. I love Nick. Who wouldn't love Nick? But I think a boyfriend sleepover is just too early right now. How about after your tests, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see what happens. And Charlie's like, okay, mainly because he already got what he wanted, but no. But it's a compromise. She even says, is that a good compromise? And he says, yes. You have to communicate with your kids, and you have to find a common ground to a certain extent, to some point. So I love that. I think that it was really showing the growth in not only Mom, but the relationship that Charlie has with his mother. It used to be very cold and scary and negative, and he'd push it away. And it's not that at all. They can actually talk and communicate. Them coming to the concert, cheering him on. And then I love the little glance and look at her, from her to Charlie, and Dad being like, he's okay. And her confidently saying, I know. Not like, I know he's okay, but I'm still going to worry. It's like, I'm still going to worry, but I know he is. He is okay, and I truly believe that. So I loved that growth. We go on a college tour. That was exciting. The girls and Nick go on a college tour, and the idea of dorms gets brought up in the first one, and we're like, well, we're 15 minutes away. We're definitely going to live home. And you could see that Nick's not so into this place. He doesn't hate it, but he's not interested. Do you want to see this? No. Do you want to see that? And then when we get to the one that's farther, that is 4.5 hours away, he is in love with it. He sees the representation of himself being on the rugby team with a partner. He sees that there are different opportunities for him academically. He vibes with the people there. He loves how the campus looks. And it is heartbreaking because we see Elle and Imogen and Tara being like, he's into this. Like, he loves this place. This is awesome. He finally found his uni. And it is like not even an option in his mind because he's afraid to move away from Charlie. And I get that because being away for the 2 months when Charlie was away was hard enough. So to think that they would be 4.5 hours away, again, it's not crazy. It's not Europe. But it is still far away. It's really, really far away. It's far enough to where, like, you could theoretically make a weekend trip out of it, but it's stressful when you're supposed to be studying and focusing on school. And if he does want to play sports on top of it, it's just going to be a lot. You can't keep driving 4.5 hours back and forth every single weekend. So, I mean, but it is possible. It's not horrible. So the idea of it isn't quite completely obsolete, but they bring up a good point. What's going to happen when Charlie looks into uni? Where is he gonna go? What is that gonna mean for your relationship? So right now, yeah, obviously we're dealing with Nick going away because we have a whole other year for Charlie, but it is still something to think about. You know, we're gonna have to not only revisit this conversation once, but twice. And I don't know, it's something to think about. I absolutely adored the conversation between Imogen and Nick. I was saying in the other episode how somebody's going to have to sit her down and just tell her straight. And this was the complete and utter opposite of what I said had to happen. And I love it. I'm a fan of that happening more so than what I thought would, because she got to work it out for herself. And I don't know if she's quite there yet, but she's getting there. The steps towards it are, what the hell is happening to me? Get out of here. I'm talking spoilers. She hasn't quite gotten it, but she's making her way there. She's taking the steps towards figuring it out. And I love that you could just see like the wheels turning and like her like kind of having this panic of realization, but also a satisfaction of like, wow, this is what it means. This is what it meant all this time. And it was a little more high strung, but very similar to the conversation that Nick had just had with Charlie, where it's like, when I realized I was bi, I started realizing all of these other feelings and emotions and thoughts and things that I was suppressing that didn't have to just do with me being bi. Imogen is starting to feel that. Imogen's like, you know, like, thinking about me having a crush on you was weird, but mainly because everyone was telling me I should have a crush on you, not because I did. And then I don't think that I even really liked the boyfriend that I had. And then I started thinking that I don't think I ever really even liked a boy. And it reminded me of this conversation that I was having with my friend not that long ago, where I feel like from a young age, women are very sexualized. You know, we're supposed to, you know, dress cute and pretty and wear makeup. And, you know, like, it's similar to the thing with Imogen kissing Sahar. Like, oh, I'm a girl at a party kissing a girl. Isn't that sexy and hot? Like, we have this idea of this stigma, as do guys, that, you know, we're supposed to do certain things and act a certain way and get attention. She says, like, I liked the attention from the boys. Like, I was always, you know, under the impression that I'm a girl who's supposed to look pretty, who's supposed to get boys' attention. So the more boys that like me, the better I'm doing. Basically, right? The better I'm doing life if I accomplish these things that the, you know, the society that I live in tells me that I'm supposed to accomplish. And then it all hits her at once. I was checking off that list. It wasn't stuff that I actually felt or wanted. And she's coming to the realization, like, holy shit, I was never attracted to any guys. I don't think I ever liked any boys. And so it's so beautiful that I love the expressions that Nick makes. It was similar to when Charlie was helping Tara and then Darcy came in and Nick's just standing there like, smiling, like, look at him, look at Charlie go, he's helping his friend. He was just looking at Imogen like, look at her go, she's getting it, man, she figures it out, she's gonna get there. So I love that we're taking these slow and subtle steps towards all of this, because I think it's very important to portray that part of it. I feel like a lot of times in movies or TV shows, it's like, well, you get the idea. Like, Imogen likes Sahar and they're gonna end up as a couple, and so, like, that's what's gonna happen. It's like, no, there's a lot of work that we need to get through to get there. It's not just like one day Imogen wakes up and she's a lesbian. So it's like she's got to work that out, and to show the stages of her working it out is awesome. And I think it's really important, and it makes it even more fun and exciting for like when that finally does happen, because you can see in the car, like, Nick's like, pedal to the metal, let's go, cool, calm, and collected. Nick is like flying down the freaking road trying to get to the concert, and Imogen's yelling in the back, go, 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 because she wants to see Sahar sing. And I thought it was really cute. I thought it was also cute that they called Sahar out on making the song about Imogen. Like, okay, fine, it's about her, whatever, I don't care. The fact that Charlie is playing in the band, I love it. I think it's beautiful because we know that music has always been very important to him. I think that music and being incorporated into the band is going to be a very positive thing for him, something for him to focus on. And he's good. Even Sahari's like, I think I messed up on this. I think I messed up on that. She's like, no, it was perfect. You're good. Like, give yourself the credit, which is something that comes up in the sessions with Jeff when, and he's like, don't think about those things as failures. They're bumps in the road. You can move past that. And Charlie makes the decision to ask to have sessions every other week, which is great. So we still want Jeff. We still want to have that place where we can come to and talk and work things out, because sometimes we need a little help doing that, but we don't feel it's necessary to have every week. Does that sound accurate? I love that. I think that's great that Charlie makes that decision confidently and Jeff just smiles like, yeah, I think you are ready for that. So that was really cool. Being without Nick, seeing Charlie in those moments was really interesting because he's his security blanket. Nick is Charlie's security blanket. He runs to Nick when he's scared. He runs to Nick when he's upset. He runs to Nick when he's feeling excited. He always runs to Nick, obviously. I think most of us do that with a partner, but it is also very important to be alone. And I had this conversation with a friend of mine not that long ago too. It's okay if you are obsessed with your partner. I am obsessed with Robbie. I love him so much. But we can also be in the same house for an entire day and say maybe 5 sentences to each other. Like, we are totally fine. I'll be in the room recording for hours. He'll be on the computer playing games, and then we'll have dinner at 5 or 6 o'clock and not have spoken, barely have spoken at all to each other all day. We'll walk through the room, hey, like, how you doing, kind of thing. It's very important that we all learn to be alone and learn to be okay with that. And not also necessarily alone, but just confident in who you are when you're away from your partner, being able to go out with your friends, being able to have conversations with them, being able to go to band practice, and not constantly be on your phone texting, hey, how are you, where are you, and wishing that you were with them. It's important to love yourself and be confident in yourself and be happy being with yourself. That makes you being with your partner even more special and exciting and energetic. So I think it was a really important lesson that Charlie learned with having Nick go away to check out colleges, is that I'm okay without him. I don't want to be without him, of course, but I'm okay without him. And then seeing him in the crowd, it wasn't like, oh, thank God he's here. It was like, oh, he's here. I'm okay with this, and I like it, and I'm having fun, and it is just an ultra plus that Nick has arrived now and is here too. I love that. Elle drops a bomb that she is thinking about going to college, going to uni in Europe. Interesting. So the reaction that Tao gave Elle when she said she was going to Lambert was, and then we worked it out and we communicated and we came to a common ground and an understanding and a respect for our needs and each other's needs and wants. And he's okay with it. Instead of being like, holy shit, he's like, holy shit, how am I going to afford so many plane tickets? Which is a fantastic response. Now, does that mean he's not going to be upset that she's going? Of course he is. He's going to miss her so much. But to have Nick watch this conversation play out, like a healthy relationship of communication, and know that it's possible to have that happen, it was just so important. I just love how Tal's like, yeah, my mom doesn't even pay for my bus ticket, so like I'm gonna have to get a job because I'm gonna need to visit you and I'm gonna need the ticket. But just to see him like so proud of her and so happy and just be like, wow, that's amazing. That is amazing that you want that for you and your plan, and I'm so proud of you and I can't wait to watch you get there, is just so exciting. Let's amp up people. I love it. I think it made Nick feel a lot more comfortable comfortable and feel like he is able to have that conversation with Charlie. I thought that we were going to get that conversation. We didn't get that conversation. I'm okay with not having that conversation right now because we need more time for that. That is like a whole other ballpark we're gonna enter when that gets brought up. It already got brought up a little bit where Charlie opens the laptop and he's like, oh, that one's far, but that conversation wasn't so great because he was like, oh, well, your top choices are here, and so that's fine. And it's like, I said that my top choices were here, but that might change. And Charlie was just banking on it not changing. So it is going to be a little bit of a difficult thing for Nick to bring up. But he is going to have to do it. And it's going to be a bit of a struggle, I'm sure, for Charlie to come to terms with that. But I think that they're both capable of doing that. They've grown so much in their relationship that I think it's gonna be okay. And then last but not least, we have Charlie saying, "Will you take off my shirt, please?" This is something that he has not felt comfortable with because of the scars from self-harming, and he is finally at the point where he is okay with his body. He is confident within himself. We have a little moment where he looks in the mirror when he's in his room alone and the darkness comes, and then it kind of just washes away and he smiles. And I saw something that my friend had posted earlier today, actually, where she said, life is far too short to be in a constant battle with your body. And I think that applies so much here, where, you know, you're going to have these insecurities, you're going to have these imperfections, you're going to have these things about yourself that you might not like, but you learn to love them, you learn to love yourself, and you learn to accept that you are flawed, that you come with mistakes, but you also come with a lot of love and good in your heart. And he's finally at that point where I think he loves himself. He is starting to truly understand himself, and he loves Nick and trusts Nick enough to say, I'm ready for this. And Nick has the best response. You're so hot. I love how he also doesn't like pause and study the scarring. He doesn't touch them. He doesn't make it about that. He makes it about like, look at you, like just you, kisses on the forehead, you're so hot, and then they go off and do their thing. It's like, I don't care about all that. I do care, but that's not my number one concern. My number one concern is you, and all of this, everything is you. And they communicate that so well to each other. And then we get a little forehead kiss here too. Oh, the snuggles. I love how they both spoon each other too. Like usually like Nick is like around Charlie with the toes up, but this is like, no, I can snuggle Nick too. I love that. But overall, fantastic episode. I can't believe it's over. Is there anything else I missed? What I miss? I guess that's it. We did not see Mr. Ajayi and Mr. Farouk. I didn't get to say goodbye to them. We did see, however, Darcy sporting some awesome outfits. Still got the awesome haircut. They look amazing. I'm so proud of them. Yeah, I guess that's it. No. Overall, I think that this is definitely my favorite season. I feel like our babies have grown up and they're continuing to grow, and just like, again, the relationships between the friends, between the family, between the lovers, it's just been so amazing to watch. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like season 1 and 2, season 2 is probably the most revisitable one, because it's probably the most positive to a certain extent, but I think that this is the most touching, and definitely, I don't know, I think season 3 is my favorite. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just going to keep rambling if I don't stop, so I'm going to pull a mic. I'll stop, Jessie. Overall, I love you. I hope that you all enjoyed this season 3 journey. Mwah. Thank you so much. Start a conversation in the comments. Be kind. I will shut that down if it is not. Check out Patreon if you want the fully unedited reactions of this. Dobby, we are manifesting a season 4 through 20. She said, yeah. So long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.